Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, welcome back to Ravenport, and it begins. Field 4, the sugar beet field that we just bought, we are harvesting it, and we're going to sell it way over at the ranch. I think that's going to be my best route. Come up here, over that bridge, come along here, unload, and get back, and he'll be full by then, I would assume. Anyways, the price, it didn't rise as much as I thought. $267, but it was better than what the restaurant was offering a while ago at the high price of $261. So that's what we're selling it for. I did write down the price that the money that we have now, $314. I just wrote down actually $315, just to round it up a little bit. I want to see how much money we get off this field in sugar beet. But yeah, the worker is going to be actually harvesting the entire time, obviously, because we'll be transporting non-stop, it seems like. That's what I don't know how many truckloads we're going to get out of here, but I assume it's going to be more than enough. I'm kind of curious of how much he's actually got in there already, so I can get a rough idea how many times he can go up and down the field before he gets full. Did I leave that up high enough? Yeah, I did. So it looks like he can probably go up and down maybe twice before he gets full, which is good news for us, or bad news, depending on how you want to look at it. Let's see, 20, maybe you can do it 3 times. So I'll be transporting back and forth. The only thing that kills me is when I gotta wait for him, which this might be the only time I have to, is when he turns around. Although he's got some room here to turn around, he does like a 18-point turn just to do so. But I'm going to let him get to work. I'm going to let us get to work in a while as well. The rest of our fields are doing just as they were in the last episode. We're only ahead like maybe an hour or two. I fast forwarded. So the cotton, if I start seeing this price go down, I'll sell the cotton we got in our harvester. I may even harvest some of the cotton field because, well, we got this situation going here. So if the price starts going down, I'll run over and I'll harvest this quickly. Get as much as I can and sell it because that's a good price. This is barley that we're just putting on hold. There's no rush really to get to it. I mean, I'll probably get to it maybe this episode. So obviously this field here, yes, it's harvested, but it's going to need to be plowed. Is it going to need lime as well? No, it just needs to be plowed. So that is something we can handle as well. So all I can say is it's time to get started doing some sugar beet. Yeah, $315. I'm wondering how much we can get on sugar beet out of this field. I hope it's a couple $100,000. That'd be great. And yeah, but the only way we can find out is we just have to harvest it all. So I'm going to do this for a little while. I'll bring it back for updates. I'm not going to do a time lapse because, this is the first time. I'm just going to, I'm waiting for him now. But I'm sure after I get a trailer load and head to the ranch, sell it and come back, he might be kind of full. So I'll have to see how it goes. But I'll give you an update in a while. Maybe when I get like a third of the way done or halfway done. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Maybe when I get lonely, I'll come back and talk to you as well. So I'll see you in just a little bit. Heading up to the sell point, which is the ranch, for our third trip. We're just about halfway done, give or take, a little bit here and there. So the yield is not as well as I thought, but for what we're getting per load, no, we're not going to get the 200,000. I said that would be great. I wasn't saying we are going to get 200,000, but I said that would be great. We're probably going to get somewhere in the neighborhood of $150,000 off that field. Now, if you can just imagine if that had fertilizer on it, even just one stage, that'd be great. We're getting about 25,000. It's like 24 something, maybe 24,200 per load. So like I said, this is my third load, so we got about 75 grand from it. Okay, it's almost just more like 24,000 per load. But yes, we're going to get like $150,000 off that field, which is not bad considering no fertilization whatsoever. So I mean, if you could like, you know, add 50% of that 150,000, which is 75,000, you would get $225,000 off that field in sugar beet. Not bad at all. I am noticing though that it seems like there's a lot of fields around here now that have sugar beet. Like these two fields here, I think those two fields are sugar beet. I'm noticing that as I drive past. No, one's potatoes, and the other one's sugar beet. I have had time to come down here and harvest the canola, the cotton that was ready, just in case the price starts to drop. So now we're just waiting. We do notice that it does not need to be plowed or limed. I have not checked the price. The price is still at $26.19. If that price starts to drop, I will sell that cotton. But right now we are looking about $150,000 coming off the sugar beet field. And I can take my time per se going back to the field because, I mean, the harvester is doing great. It's just that the yield is not as great with no fertilizer on the field, which kind of sucks. But you know what? It's kind of a free crop. We bought the field as is. I mean, we're kind of lucky it didn't need to be plowed or it needs lime or any of that stuff, because that would decrease the yield as well. Also, I noticed when the harvester was making our turnaround that apparently I took a, I'm pretty sure I've done it a couple times, a harvest contract on there because there's some straw at the edge of the fields still sitting there, so we'll get some straw off it as well from a previous contracting job I did. I mean, is it enough to even make a 8,000 liter bale? Probably not. At least we'll come back to the field. You can kind of see roughly where we are at this stage. Like I said, we're kind of halfway through. Maybe not quite halfway through. Has anyone seen my harvester? Seriously? Where's my... Oh, is he just out of render range? Must be he is. I can't see him. Okay, it's like, where's my harvester and my worker? Really, that's out of my render range. Interesting. I mean, I was trying to think, did he, because we own that field there, was he kind of thinking that was one field? Ooh, all one field. Is that something that we want to do? I mean, it's not going to be hard. I mean, that's kind of lined up a little bit. So here's the straw that we're talking about. Wow, that is going to be interesting. Should I make this one big field? I mean, it's not going to be too hard to do so. I got to plow this field anyways. And this field of oats should be ready sometime today. Wow, that'd be one big field. That's something I would have to think about. I mean, I got to plow this. I wonder what this is going to need afterwards. But, you know, first things first, I got to harvest this field. And we'll see how it goes. I am thinking we can make that one big field. That'd be one big harvest, so. That'd be one big field. It's too bad you can't really see how big the fields are. Like, scroll over. I forgot how big this field was. I think this was 25 acres. So I would say this is 25 acres as well to make it 50, 55. I'll spit it out. I'm trying. My mind's just boggling all of a sudden. I wasn't planning on doing that until I saw how the fields lined up. So even though I went and delivered that, I can turn this engine off. We'll hop right on into our harvester. And yeah, he's just barely half full. So I know, I thought it was going to be rougher to do, but I mean, he's going right along at 13 miles an hour harvesting the sugar beet. It's just that the yield is kind of low with no fertilizer. Maybe we're not halfway done. Maybe we're pretty close. So we'll have to see how much we get. Maybe we are going to be close to 175 grand coming off that field. But there's your update. Not much else is going on. Oh, I did notice because I was checking on the pigs. Look at that. We're up to 60 pigs per already. So, yeah, not too far off. Like I said, you know, a couple more days we'll sell 100 more pigs once again. Yeah, they need some straw and some water today at some point. At some point. I don't know if it'll be in this episode because we got enough work to do as it is. So there's your update. I'll bring you back in a little while. Maybe when we get like right about here-ish, see how we're doing. I think it's time for update number 2 as we arrive at the ranch. I don't know how many loads this is at this point because there's been a couple loads I didn't come up with a full load. I just been doing it when I feel like it. But if you remember, we started at $315,000, and here we are with a full load, so we're going to be over 450. There's 450. What are we going to get to? Let's say 455. So we're at $140,000 profit, well, intake so far, and I still got this much more to go. So we might hit $200,000, even though the field was not fertilized at all. Oh, that would have been so great if I had fertilizer on it. 2 stages of fertilizer, an extra 66, is it 66% if you get both stages? Let's check this out, because I'm not used to these stats yet. No, spread fertilizer twice, 25% each time. So it would be 50% more. So, yeah, if we get, like, let's say we make $200,000 on the field today, add another $100,000, that's $300,000 in sugar beet we could have gotten if it was fertilized. Yeah, so you could be looking at the economy sheet and saying, boy, sugar beet doesn't pay that much. Yeah, you're right, it doesn't, but the yield is ridiculous. Like I said, I'm not really keeping track how many loads to bring up anymore. I just kind of like just said, well, it doesn't really matter. What matters is what the upper right-hand corner does say. But also, while I've been watching the sugar beet harvester going around, and no, I didn't knock those signs down. Those signs are always down. Ravenport does have some problem with some of the signs staying in place. Yes, I do hit signs, but no, I did not hit those. But I was watching the sugar beet harvester go up and down. The owner of the farm has called me, and apparently he's been in touch with the bank. And the bank, he was just asking what our status was. And I guess when the bank owner told me, yeah, we paid off our bank loan of $2.8 million off just about a week ago. I guess he may have grown somewhat concerned about it. So he wants to come take a look at the farm himself. So he'll be here in a day or so just to take a look around the farm, see what's going on. I did send him some pictures of the equipment that we have and the fields that we own, but he's going to come take a look at it, and then we'll start maybe talking about what my payment will be at some point. But there you have it. So far we've made $140,000 of sugar beet on this field, and that's how much sugar beet we got left to go. So I mean, 2 more loads is going to give us pretty close to $200,000 and maybe even more. And yeah, I'm thinking about merging these fields more and more on here because it'd be so easy to do so. But yeah, I'm still here. So far it's been almost an hour and a half real time harvesting this field. Thank God for a modded harvester, because if you were if we were doing it at half the speed, oh man, we'd be here forever. And I did, before we came over, I did take the header off the Tiger and repaired it, so we made sure it was 100% so we could harvest as fast as it could go. Now the other thing about this trailer and this harvester, I have raised this a couple times, but I don't know if the worker, when he puts the pipe out, automatically just goes to a certain level, because you can see it's resting right on the trailer. It's leaning my trailer. It's been a little difficult now and then to get underneath it, but we're doing fine. So there is an update. Like I said, we're doing pretty well. We might hit our $200,000 goal. At first I was like, nah, we're going to come up short. Now I'm thinking, dude, we could actually go over it. But once again, I'll bring you back maybe we're close to done with the field, and we'll see how we're doing. Yeah, he's fine for now. So I got to wait for him to go up and down a couple more times so I can make another trip. So yeah, I'll see ya briefly. Finishing up the last part of the field ourselves. And yeah, if you look at our money, we've gotten $200,000 off this field. and probably another 15 grand coming our way shortly. So yeah, that was a pretty good haul. I was expecting, I was reaching for the stars at 200,000, and we went over that. So sugar beet, yes, I love sugar beet. The only problem is it takes a long time to do a harvest this size. Going to the ranch and back was not the time taker. It's just the harvesting part. Now I remember why in 17 I had a modded harvester, which the header was like 3 times the width as this. Because yeah, this takes so long to harvest a field this size. And it's not like you can just whip it on a worker and just go away and do something else, because it collects so fast. You got to transport anyway, so you're kind of busy as you go along. So we started at 315. We're already at 528, so we're at 215 income already. Turn the header up, Peanut. Makes you go faster. So I already got some in the truck, and along with this, so when we get to the ranch and sell the rest, we'll see exactly what we made. And actually I can go into our economy page, because the only harvest I have sold today so far is the sugar beet, so we can actually see the total that we got from the field. So you can see that 90,000 liter trailer is, it's not full, but it's getting pretty darn close, isn't it? Very nice. Let's put that in. And actually now I can fold it up even. Is it folded up? I have no idea if it is. I thought I did fold harvester. That's right, you can't fold the harvesters now until the pipe is in, so now it's folding up. We're just going to bring it over here and park it for now. Everything looks good there. Turn that off. And yeah, our other fields, nothing has changed on all the other fields because we're just running at one times. So I'm on off to the ranch once again. Actually, I almost got a full trailer, so I'm going to get probably more than 15. I'm going to get more like 22,000, somewhere around there. So I'll meet you up at the ranch. We'll sell what we got left. We'll go on our economy page and see exactly how much we got from harvesting sugar beet today. Once again, at the ranch. I don't know how many trips it has taken me, but yeah, quite a bit. Quite a bit. So it's actually going to put us around 550, maybe? Can we get to 550? Almost there. 545. Just barely over 550. So we come into the economy page for today. Make sure I'm reading the right one. Harvest $238,811 of sugar beet we got from that field. Yeah, so if that was fully fertilized, that would be another $120,000. So 60, we got $360,000 off that field we could have gotten if it was fully fertilized. That's what sugar beet will bring you, if you got the time, if you got the equipment. So for now, I'm going to bring the truck and this trailer back to the BGA. And then I'm going to meet you down at the store because we got more than enough cash to buy what I'm looking for. So I'm going to take a shortcut. Well, here we are at the store next to the coon that we bought a couple days ago. That's going to come to use probably in the next episode, I would think. Anyways, in here are large tractors. I did look at some mods of the tractor I was looking at, and you know what? I just thought I'd stick with the in-game one. So I'm going to scroll all the way down here, keep going, and we're going to get the Fendt, the 11,000 MT. Now, you can get the Challenger. It's the same, quote-unquote, same tractor, and it's $6,000 cheaper. All the upgrades and everything are the same, but I'm going with a Fendt because we're going to get the max engine for a 646 horsepower. We are going to get the GPS just because in case I want to do field expansion, I need some help. GPS might be able to help us out. The only thing I don't get is the wheel setup or track setup, if you will. So this is a standard. So if I upgrade it, the tracks get narrower. Now I'm trying to remember something in the giant stream, like the week before the game came out, what the difference was. And I don't remember. If you guys can remember why it's $5,000 more for a track that's narrower, let me know, because I'm a little confused. So right now, these are the tracks we're going to go with. So it's $520,000 for that. We got $550. Yes, I want to purchase that. Thank you very much. And it's hidden right behind here. So what I'm actually going to hook up the baler with us and bring it up to the BGA. We're going to get the plow right on this and head over to the field we were at. Let's take a look around the inside of this sucker. Some nice controls down there. Whole bunch of knobs here. Knobs up there. Too bad these tractors don't have IC yet in Farming Sim. There we go. Now, even though we got a lot of horsepower, this thing's only going to max out at 24, I do believe. I thought it said 24 was the max speed. So it must be this one max speed is 26. Which is not bad. But I wonder if it's going to haul the plow better than the truck, because obviously we're going to have more traction. I don't know if that's a thing or not. But I'm going to go drop the baler off at the BGA so I can pick up the plow. We're going to head on over to field number 4, the one we just harvested, and we're going to put this tractor to use. That needs to be plowed anyways. Like I said, I do plan on merging the fields, but I'm going to at least get this plowing that field to start with. So when the other field comes time to harvest, if that field doesn't need to be plowed, maybe I'll plow it anyways. Just because. Get it all in sync. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But we do know that needs to be plowed anyways. I'm already at the BGA because I keep mumbling along. So I'll see you down at field 4 in a while. As we arrive at field 4, I do like the beacons on top. It's pretty neat. I don't think I've ever had this tractor. The Challenger or whatever in FS17 or anything like that. Now I am going to hire a worker because he's going to be able to go straight. I'm not going to activate GPS for us. Just let this guy go to town. Now what this is going to help us with, because we do tend to plow a lot, but the only thing that we could plow with is the truck. So now with the truck being free, not having to plow, we should be able to do other things while we're doing like the cornfield being plowed or like this field being plowed. Now I did fix the plow before I brought it down here, just so I know it's at 100%. So even the Fent going uphill with all the traction that it has, What's the speed of this plow again? Let's see, where are we here? Where is the plows? Hello, plows. Plows. I know I looked right at... Okay, it's kind of changed things around. The speed of this plow is 17. And it says it requires... not sure if this is correct, but it requires 420 horsepower. We're 200 horsepower over. I realize it's going to slow down some going uphill, but not that much. But you know what? It's going to get the job done. It frees up. Now we got two vehicles that can really pull the plow decently. The New Holland could, but it wore it down quite a bit. I don't know how much it's going to wear down the Fent using it, but you know what? It's going to be fine. I want to see how this thing actually turns around. Because driving it down here, it was turning pretty darn quick. Every time I turned the steering wheel, it was like zipping around, but that's what tracks do. Plus, it'll be interesting to see how this guy actually turns around up here. Easy peasy, nice and easy. Yeah, now you should have no problem doing 17 downhill. So that guy's going to plow this field for us when we do the oats. Maybe next episode, somewhere around there. We'll merge the fields together. I don't know what we're going to put in here yet, but I'll figure something out. Waiting for this field to turn here so I can sell the cotton. The cotton price is staying steady. The oats I'm not to... we may store the oats because the best price was here at 12 something and that price is going down. The other thing that sucks is the straw is starting to go down as well. I don't think the oats are going to be ready. What time is it? Yeah, I don't think the oats are going to be ready until a little bit later anyways. Well, I mean a little bit later, probably right at dusk. So I may wait until the next in-game day to do so. But where I want to come is... nope, not here, not there. That's close enough. Close enough. What I want to do is come here. Sheds. That's what we want. I don't think I want this one. Or do I? Wow, that is a big shed. That's a big shed. That might be too big. I mean, our harvesters and trailers will definitely fit in there. The problem with our place anything anywhere mod, it kind of gets rid of showing how the terrain would be. So what I may have to do, I may actually have to, I'm not sure if I can flatten this area out because that was a problem before. What does this shed look like for details? I mean, it may not be the right size for what we need, but it's not too bad either. You know what I want to do? Let me save the game. I want to turn off autosave as well. Save the game. I'm going to place this down somewhere and we'll see how it looks. There we go. I like that a lot better. It's my second try. And I figured out what I did wrong. And let me show you probably something. If you don't already know this, I mean, I probably should show you because some people may not know this. But the best way to level it out, and I forgot to do it the first time. So basically, I wanted to place it... let's go over here. Say you want to place your shed over here. Like so. Okay. And you're trying to get to level ground, but it's like, boy, I like it to be level. What you should do is bring it to a flat spot like this. And then hit, at least on my computer, it's left control Q. Bring it down as far as it goes. Right now, that is flush with the BGA and the road. So then if you bring it back and just keep it right where it is, it'll be flush with the BGA, nice and flat. But you can see it would cost me like $1,328 extra for landscaping. But that's pretty much what I did here. I brought it out. The first time I did it, I just placed it and I went, oh crap, I forgot to level it out with the BGA. Nice and smooth. So what I want to do now, actually, yes, I'll leave autosave off for now. Come in here, we'll start landscaping. X to change. And then, is this it? Yeah, but I didn't want to do it there. Right? There we go. There we go. Perfect. Now we got a spot for our trailers and such. A couple of our harvesters can go in here. So as a matter of fact, first thing I want to do before I forget, because that's the worst thing if something were to happen. Turn autosave back on. Save the game. Let me go grab our beautiful beet harvester. It just brought us in a whole bunch of money. I'm going to bring that back up. I'll probably wash it off. Maybe we'll put a cleaner there as well, a pressure washer. Let me get this back up there and we'll park it in there and see how it looks. Well, that fits in there like a glove. Look at that. Even with the header on, it's almost perfect. It gets out of the elements. If that can fit in there, then pretty much anything else should be able to fit in there. Let's go in here, miscellaneous. I know I got one just around the other corner. But it's always good to have one where you park it, because it's always good to come over and just clean this stuff off when you want to. But there we are, back down to $16,000 in our bank account. I just keep spending money. Do I plan on buying any more fields? I keep saying probably not, but you know, we'll see how it goes. The farm owner will be in town tomorrow to look at the situation, so he may have other thoughts of what's going on here. But hopefully I can make a little bit more money before he gets here, so the bank account looks halfway decent when he visits the bank. But yes, finally another shed. It's going to look good. I think it looks great there, actually. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think we're going to need any more sheds. Let's see, I got 2 tankers I could park in here, and our ideal harvester, a trailer, could possibly even go in there. Yeah, maybe another shed eventually, but I don't know how much longer we're going to be on Ravenport as well. But as for today, for this episode, I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. A long sugar beet harvest, that's what it was. In between episodes, probably, because right now I'm waiting for the cotton to change. I'll probably take care of this corn, put it into some chaff. We'll see how many liters we get. I don't think it'll be 1,000,000 liters. It kind of went down after last time, so I'm thinking this time it'll probably be down further, which means we'll plant something in there. Yeah, this guy's not working because I had to quit the game and restart because I put that shed down and it didn't work. But we got our new Fendt tractor. I do like Fendt, so he'll be plowing this field, and when we do harvest the oats over here, field 4 and 5 will become one. I do believe that's the plan, anyways. But that's gonna do it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Full of sugar beet. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll see you next time in Ravenport. But until then, have a good one.